Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Joe, I see you couldn't get the thing working with Power Grid. Just reply to your thread on the forum or on the community, and we'll help you out. Okay? Because I know you posted over there. So yeah, feel free to respond over there, and yeah, we'll help you out. Sweet, Mr. Cole, Mr. Powers. Hopefully, by the way, hopefully I nailed the whole live stream debacle. I worked with Restreamed. Hopefully we figured it out. Funny thing is, so I'm in the Bay Area, and like they automatically pick the closest server to me to stream to. So I was streaming to San Jose, and apparently, for some reason, the connection to San Jose is absolute crap. So I manually put in their Seattle server, and boom, speeds were great. So not sure what's going on with my connection to San Jose, but whatever. It's hopefully today's going to be better. Let me know early on. Just give me a thumbs up, maybe. Audio and visuals good. Hopefully it is. I'm not seeing what I was seeing on my live stream software in previous weeks. So it's all green right now. So hopefully we're going to be good to go. Mr. Williams, Scotty's here. Mr. Workman's in the house. Rian, David, got all the usual suspects. Ryan. Hey, Ryan, I posted a link on the community an hour ago or so about this new service called Ship. Sorry, completely different topic of today, but whatever. And it's like a UPS thing. Made me think of you because I know you use a lot of UPS and shipping and whatnot. So check it out. It's a service from a company that I like called Sticker Mule. I like the products that they have. So yeah, check it out. Maybe it'll help you out, maybe not, but check it out. I posted the link on the community. So there you go. Gunter, how are you doing, bud? Okay, so today, I think it was 2 weeks ago when I was doing the swatches thing. I think it was a swatches thing. I don't remember now. What I had for lunch breakfast this morning. But we talked about I was talking about swatches, and I didn't want to dive into dark mode, and I asked, hey guys, who wants to learn about dark mode? And so quite a few of you replied and said, I want to learn about dark mode. Well, not me. I know how dark mode works, but you guys want to learn how dark mode works. So yeah, today we're going to look at converting a site to look great in dark mode. Okay. Danny Grizzle, man, how you doing, bud? How's the log cabin business? Sweet. Danny, stop joining. I'm glad you haven't joined the Hangouts because, like, I stopped buying cool video gear. Like, geez, man, I don't need that right now, Danny. Stay away. Just playing. Good to see you, Danny. All right, let's get cooking. Let me go ahead and let's start sharing my screen. And let me just go ahead and I'm going to start from an existing site. I was just going to go to, actually, let's go to the foundation product page. Okay. And let's just go to downloads. And let's start from an existing foundation project. Where was a project? I think it was this one. Let's look at this. And if you guys didn't know, there's a ton of free downloads on a lot of products. Foundation has a ton of them, a bunch of different project files. So check those out if you want. And I hope this is the project that I think it is. Let's see. Oh man, you lost me on that one, Danny. 50K on red. I stay away from that brand. That brand's way over me, man. Yeah. All right, let's see. What is this project? Boom, this is the exact project I wanted. Score. All right. I mean, it's a decent looking web page, and yeah, that's a cool one. We're gonna tweak this one. We're gonna add dark mode to this website or this page. I don't remember. Do I have multiple pages on this? I don't even know what I only have one page. Sweet, perfect. Man, this is an old project. It has some older stuff in here, but that's all good. Should work out. And I think I made this project. It looked like it was before the menu swatch even existed. Wow, check that out. Yep. I don't think I had the menu swatch because I would not have. How did I do that? Look, the link colors aren't white. What kind of crap is that? Man, what kind of crap designer built this site? Okay. Let's just quickly fix that one because I do want to do a menu swatch on here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to, let's fix that. Let's do menu styles. I want my text to be white. We'll call this cool menu. Okay. And I don't want to style background on hover. We're just going to call this one. Boom. There we go. There we go. That's looking better. Hover color's kind of crap. Let's just fix that really quick. Hover text. We don't want that. Let's do like 60% white. Yeah. That's a cool trick, by the way. If you guys didn't know, like, a lot of times you don't need to have a completely different color on hover. You just change the opacity, right? So if you see this, like, instead of white, I want to, have some sort of hover effect when you hover over the link. And I made it the same color. I just gave it an opacity so that whatever's behind it, the background kind of bleeds through a little bit, right? So yeah, cool little trick. Okay. I think the rest of this page looks pretty cool, actually. I like it. Okay. So dark mode. I know, by the way, this project has some other, if you see this background is V632, that's just because this particular swatch, there's a newer version available. I'm not going to go through and update all these swatches. I know, for example, like this particular one, there's a new button here for total CMS. Oh, by the way, let me know in the chat. Do you want me to like always use this little cursor tool that I have? Sometimes I forget to turn it on, but does it make it useful to help you track where I'm at and whatnot? Let me know in the chat if you like that. Okay. So yeah, just some swatches. If you ever have a swatch on a project that has a little version number, that just means that particular swatch is locked in at that particular version. And if you added a new, let's say, background swatch or overlay swatch, it would have new features in it. Okay. Sometimes I have to do this because sometimes when I add a new feature, I don't want to break any existing instances. And so if you notice here, position has shadow, a lot of swatches I'll tend to, if I want to add a new feature, I don't want to break anything existing. I'll do this little trick where I'll lock in the current version, and then the new features will go in any new instance of that swatch. Okay. So, yeah. So we want to talk about dark mode. Oh, helps if I open my cup. We want to talk about dark mode. So when my Mac currently is in dark mode, okay? If you notice, my entire Mac is in dark mode. And the first thing we're going to be reviewing today is the ability to, if you go into your system settings, and it's the same if you're on a Mac or an iPhone, you can swap between light mode and dark mode. So if I swap between light mode and dark mode, you'll notice here the website stays the same. There's no logic that actually follows whether or not I have chosen my Mac to be in dark mode, okay, or my iPhone. And I assume Android and Windows users have that same thing. I really have no clue. But we all have Macs and iPhones probably, so We're the cool kids, and that's all that matters. Is we're cool. Except for Chris, he's not cool. Um, okay, so how do we target when someone is in dark mode? Super easy, and it's baked into pretty practically every single foundation swatch. Now, I will have to say that, let me just click out of here really quick. One thing I should say is that building a site that supports both light and dark, you're almost doubling your work, to be honest with you. I mean, this isn't something that is, it's not hard to do, but it's a lot of work because you just can't change the color of a background or change the color of text, which we'll see here, right? Some things will look okay. So maybe it's not exactly double, right? Because you can use your same layouts, but like picking all your colors, you're going to have to like pick completely different color schemes at some point, right? If you want to have a light theme and a dark theme. So yeah, just be weary that if you want to add dark mode support to your website, it is going to be substantially more work. Maybe not double, maybe 50% more, right? Because you're going to have to, it's possible that we'll even see here today that maybe some images won't look good on dark mode, but they look great on a light background, right? So there's a lot of things we need to take into account here that are, again, the layout of your site can stay the same, but we're going to have to tweak a lot of colors here, and it could potentially be a lot of work. So yeah, I just want to give you that little warning before we dive into this. So so in every swatch, let's go ahead and I don't need that. Let's just pick one here. Background is an obvious one. Okay. This particular banner probably won't have any issue, but you'll notice that there's this pseudo state. Media query. So if we click on media query, we'll see that the actual very first option here is dark mode. Okay. So we can go ahead and target a particular swatch only in dark mode. Now you can't target light mode. Okay. So that is one caveat. You cannot target light mode. So that means anything that isn't set to dark mode is light mode. Okay. And if you don't have something that overrides the light mode with dark mode, your light mode settings will pass through into dark mode. Okay. For example, this particular website, right? I don't have any swatches set for dark mode. However, my default site is being displayed because that's what we need, right? It just passes through into dark mode since I don't have anything. We then get to override those settings. So for example, first thing we're going to do is I think the easy thing is change out the website background color. Okay. So now this is going to also drastically increase the number of swatches that you have. So swatch organization is going to be very important. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in a pen here, and I'm just going to set this to dark mode. Okay. Okay. So anything I add in here will be our dark mode. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add a background swatch. Now, I want to change. Now, the website background is the first thing we want to customize. And in here, in site styles, we have our site background settings. Okay. Now, the default is white. I don't have one explicitly set, but the theme has a default, okay, which is white. Okay. But there's no option here for dark mode. Okay. And by default, classes are used in swatches. Well, I can't have a class for my website background. How am I going to do this? So if you didn't know, we showed this many times, page element, and then you can just choose body. Okay, so right now we're going to change the background color of our body. And let's go ahead and pick a color. Okay, and let's pick something dark. How about something not completely black? There we go, like a dark gray. Okay. Now, Remember, all I have to do is set this media query to dark mode. Okay. And let's go ahead and preview this. So now I'm going to change, this is changing the website background to this very dark gray when we are in dark mode. Okay. And voila. All right. Now, there's a couple things you might notice. This section here isn't, because that's not you. That's a container that has a special background, right? But we have our background color here. Now, obviously, a lot of stuff just doesn't look good anymore. I think, my personal opinion, in dark on a dark background. Obviously, the text color needs to be. We need to update that. Maybe this image, right? We probably need to tweak this background color so that it's not as light. It needs to be darker, right? And yeah, so we have a lot of work to do in this form. This form is maybe when we change this background here, this isn't going to look good, right? It's like, oh, see, this is it. It's a lot of work. Okay. Our menu down here doesn't look great. Now, I think up here probably looks okay. I'm not in love with this color combination of this with that, but it's something I could live with, I think. Now here, let's just tweak off. Let's tweak something here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this color picker. Let's pick for dark mode. Let's pick like a purple from in here. So it kind of matches. How about like this dark right here? Let's do that. All right. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to change my website background to be that. Let's say. All right. So instead of like a dark gray or black, I just picked a color from this image up here, and let's go with that. Okay. So yeah, still not in love with it, but maybe it needs a little bit more purple. We got to make this look good. Let's go do a little more purple. Let's try that color. Hey, let's go with that. Okay, let's do that. So first things first. So I'm good. Let's say we're good to go with this website background. Let's just start picking off the big things. Okay, text color. Text color has to change. Okay, so we need to go ahead and how are we going to modify that? So let's go into here. We are going to add in a text color swatch. Okay. And then we're going to apply this to the whole page. So we're going to do element body. Okay. And we're going to do in dark mode. And our header color, I'm just going to go boring. I'm just going to go just going to pick white for now. All right. So when we're in dark mode, okay, I want all my body colors to be white. And funny enough, it actually changed all of these inside edit mode, which is interesting. Okay. Let's preview that. So there we go. Okay. So that's actually looking a lot nicer, right? So we got our text is popping. Okay. Now let's go ahead and open up our system settings. And just so we can see this, I'm going to go to light mode. Voila. Okay. And if I go to dark mode, voila. Very different, right? Okay. You can't see the settings. Oh, I just noticed you guys said you can't see the, oh, shoot. I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. Sorry about the settings. Totally missed that. Man, what a rookie. Look at this. Can't believe I did that. That's weird. How did that change? Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry for a few minutes. Hopefully you guys kind of saw what I did here. I'll review. So in body, all I did is I picked the background color. I used media query dark mode here, and then page element body. Sorry about that. Okay, good thing I looked at chat. So there we go. Text colors are white. Okay, there we go. All right, if you notice, it changed it all here, changed it all up there. Someone asked what this color picker is. This is one called Color Slurp. I kind of like it. You can choose different. You can save color palettes here. Okay, so like I have the color palette for Foundation 6, which I guess I didn't add. Here's my Weaver Space colors. Right, and I have like one called Grayscale. It has various colors of gray. Okay, and then yeah, one thing I like about Color Slurp, you've probably seen me use it, is you can just basically drag and drop the color, the active color here or from down here, and just kind of drag and drop those things into color pickers. So yeah, it's nice. Okay, where was I? Text colors, body color, done. Still not visible. All right, let's reset. Oh, you guys have to be able to see the settings now, right? You guys still can't see the settings? On my output, it says that I'm showing the settings. Looks like I am. Okay. Excellent. Looks like you guys can see it now. Cool. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's keep going. I guess I had to refresh the feed, whatever. Okay. I didn't do anything rocket science yet. All I did is on text colors and background, we set the element to be body. So we're applying it to the entire web page. Okay. And we set the media query to be dark mode. That's it. Right. Can I do like, there it is. Boom. Dark mode. I can hold down control key. I should make that bigger. Anyway. All right. And there's our color. And the same thing for text colors. So now, okay, what are we going to work on now? I think let's work out the this section here. So we need to pick out a new background color here. Okay, so first off, let's find the swatch that controls this little container here. Okay, here, let me just go ahead. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Let's go look at what class I applied here. Section color. Okay, so I have a section color class. Okay, somewhere. Section color. Here we go. I'm using the swatch light gray. Okay, which is actually interesting. So it's using the light gray color. Let's do something different. There's two different ways I can do this. Okay. The first is we'll do add a background. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to copy and paste body, and we're going to do section color here. Section dash color. Okay. Dark mode. And then here we're going to change the color. Okay. And what I'm going to change it to is, let's change it to, find a color. It needs to be lighter than this, but all right, let's pick a color from here. Why not? Let's pick out something like one of these kind of gray blue colors. Let's see how that looks. I have a feeling that's not going to look good, but whatever. Let's see. Boom. I don't hate it. Okay. We're going to keep it for now. Okay. I don't hate it, but there we go. Okay. And, but next up is we need, if you look at these are all white, and we don't want that, right? Obviously we don't want that. I think I'm okay with the cards still being white. We can keep the card background white. Okay. But yeah, we need to change the white text here. So what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to use, I'm going to create a new text color swatch. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this to section dash color, okay, in dark mode. And we're going to just set it to be, or I'm just going to be lazy and just pick crayon colors. Okay. So there we go. So what I did was, okay, for section color, to be honest, actually, you probably don't want to do that because this white text would probably still look good in section color. Maybe we do something like, we'd probably target this card, right? So we do, let's see if I have any classes added to those cards. Add radius. No, you don't want to do radius. Pretty sure these have a class of card. Let me just look really quick. Yeah, card. Okay. So do you guys understand what I'm trying to get at here is, if this text was on this background, we don't want it to be black, or yeah, we want it to be white because the white would still look good here, but it wouldn't look good on this card. So from a design perspective, you have to decide, do I still want this card white or do I want to change the color of that? I'm saying let's keep it white, but we need to make sure that this text, even in dark mode, isn't white, which is the default, which we change to be the default color of the text. So what I can do is I'm going to tweak this. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something maybe a little advanced here. There's a couple different ways we can do this. I can do a class of card. Okay. And then I can do parent class of section color. Okay. So what this is doing is it's finding the section color and any card that's inside of that in dark mode, set it to be this color, right? Let's go ahead and preview that. And that still looks good. Okay. So it's targeting cards that are inside section color class. And we're going to make that the black color. Okay. And let's just go ahead and for fun, I closed my system settings. So light. Oh, wait, got it. Preview, right? And let's bring that so we can kind of see what everything looks like over here. If we change to dark mode, voila, right? Pretty cool. I like it. Now we're getting actually pretty close. I think there's some things we can do. Now there was actually another option that I wanted to show for section colors. Okay. Almost forgot. So to change the background of section color, if we looked at the original way this was done, it uses the light gray color. Now the light gray color is inside of site styles and it is under the site colors. We have primary, secondary, alert, success, warning, white, light gray. So it's this color. Okay. And again, remember, if I were to change this light gray color, it would change everything that actually references that. So one thing I could do, okay, is instead of doing this, what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and add in a component colors. Okay. And if you look at the component colors swatch, it has all of those primary colors as well as light gray. Now, what I can do is I can change light gray to be, oh, did I close color slurp? Where's my color slurp? There it is. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change light gray to be this color. Voila. Okay. So now, and I want to change it when we are in dark mode. Dark mode, and I need to make this body so it changes it for everything. Okay. So now when I preview this, it should look exactly the same as it was before. And voila. But it's different. Okay. It's different because now, anywhere, I don't know if anything else on this page references the light gray color, but now the light gray color now references this you know, kind of grayish blue. Technically, it's no longer light gray, right? But that's okay. It's just a name, right? It's just I just randomly when I chose these, it was like, let's give you a white and a dark gray, right? And so you can change all these things. So you can update and modify these colors based on dark mode. And another benefit of that is if we look further down, I have this button here. Okay. And if you notice, maybe I want to change the color of this button. And this color is primary. Okay. So if we look inside site styles, okay, I had set primary to be this purpley color. Interesting. It's not getting displayed up here. Not sure quite why. Oh, it's because this swatch is overriding it. Interesting. I never thought about that. That's technically a bug I should look into. Because my Mac is in dark mode, so dark mode's overriding the default colors. Interesting. If you didn't understand what I mean, so here inside site styles, here, let's just go ahead and I'm going to turn that. Let's just delete that really quick. Now, if you look here, primary is set to this purpley color, right? But if I go ahead and put that swatch back and we go back up here, it's primary. So pretty interesting. Or the primary is this light color blue. So if I go to system settings again and I go ahead and toggle light mode, right? You see, oh, interesting. Stacks probably caches it or something. Oh, wait. No, it's in dark mode. Interesting. Wonder if I like exit out and go back in or something here. Let's go back here. Interesting. All right. Well, I won't debug that for right now, but it'll work on our published site. All right, getting back to it. So component colors, what I want to do is dark mode. I want to change what the primary color is in dark mode. Okay. And let's just go ahead and set it to be, I'm going to set it to be actually a lighter color. Okay. And then I'm going to set the primary text color to be that. Why not? Okay. Let's preview that. So there we go. So now this button here, which is on the page, and if we go ahead and find that form button, there it is. Okay. We'll see that it's set to use the primary color. So what I did was I now have a components swatch that when we are in dark mode, it changes the primary color to be a light gray with this purple text. There we go. Pretty cool. And then also the light gray background, right? And so anywhere that references those colors, we're good to go, right? So here, a couple other things. Before I start tackling forms, okay, let's go ahead and tackle some stuff down here. So let's tackle these menu items. So over here, we just go ahead and let's see what those menu items are. Oh, it's a partial. Just to make my life easier, I'm just going to unpack that. Okay. And these are using, okay, menus. And if I look up here, and if we scroll down, oh, here's our, okay, so it's using the default link color. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and text colors. So we're going to update the link color here to be white, because in dark mode, white just looks better. Okay. So if we go ahead and preview that now, that did not change it. Did I change the right one? Dark mode. Okay. I didn't think that's what it was. Could be a swatch here. Fonts. Oh, I was using. Oh, that's font size. Banner title section, card divider, card, menu wrapper. That's padding. It's not using this one. Submenus. All right, here. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm gonna inspect it. Let's see what's doing it here. Man, the inspector is ginormous. All right, 1 second. This is using bar menu link color. Okay. I must have a swatch somewhere that does that. What the hell? There it goes. I mean, I created this project years ago, so let's see. Is there any sort of other? Well, let's just go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new menu styles. Okay, we're going to call this footer menu or footer links. Let's call it footer links. It's probably better. Okay. And then we're going to do media query dark mode, and we're going to make the text same thing, okay, as we did before in this menu. Okay. Actually, to be honest, I could probably just do cool menu, or here, let's do, yeah. Could be the same. Just use cool menu. And it's, oh, this is media query. Oh. Oh, yeah, we don't want that. This is all menus because this one doesn't target dark mode. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Let me just go ahead and put that back. We want footer menu. Or I did footer links, but here, footer links. And we're going to target dark mode. And then we're going to use those. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to footer links. And then we're going to go to all of these menu stacks down here. This one, and this one. Oh, shoot. I clicked on the wrong thing. That one and that one. We're going to paste in that class. All right. So now if we preview. All right. So now my footer links are all white. And let's test that it looks good in dark mode or light mode, I mean. So we preview in light mode. Everything goes back to the way it was. There we go. I know what this was. By default, menu links use the primary color. So there we go. Okay. Go back to dark mode. Voila. Now, we have a few small odds and ends that we need to tweak. If you notice, this icon down here at the bottom is black. Looks fine on a white background. Doesn't look fine on dark mode. Right? So let's tweak that. What can we do here? So there's a couple things we could do. If this is an SVG, so that's kind of cool because we can now target SVGs with swatches. Okay. So we're gonna do I'm just gonna give this a Astro logo. Okay. I'm gonna give this a class so that we can target this particular SVG. Okay. And let's go ahead and do a swatch. We're gonna do an SVG swatch, which I believe is here. Okay, we're going to drag that into our dark mode swatches. And I'm going to target Astro logo. And we're going to target when it's in dark mode. And I want the fill color to be white. I think that's all we need. Voila. Okay, pretty cool. So now our entire site is looking much nicer. And it's all in dark mode. Now, okay, let's target forms. I'll admit this is forms can be a challenge. Now, I'll admit this actually doesn't look horrible having a white form. I think people are used to that, but let's go ahead and tweak that. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in a background. what color are we going to make it? Yeah, the problem with forms is like there's like the little glow. There's all these kind of little tiny styles that you need to tweak when you do a form, which is a little annoying. I mean, it looks great when you're on a particular background, but to style it all, there's a lot of intricacies. If you notice, there's this little glow. It's because there's that little there's a little glow that happens that looks amazing on a lighter background, but sometimes on a dark background it doesn't. So let's go ahead and add in. But let's start with the background. Okay. And we're just going to target all form inputs. So we're going to go element, form fields. Okay. And then we're going to do media query dark mode and background color. I'm not 100% sure what's going to look great. Here, let's try this color. No clue how that's going to work, but let's have a gander. All right. Well, our text input, all right, is there, and that actually looks. I actually kind of like that. That looks actually pretty smart. I like it. Makes it look transparent. Right. These ones didn't go though. What's going on there? Might need a. I just need a little bang important on that. There we go. Okay. When in doubt, use the hammer. You know what? Actually, I really like that. Now the text area, if you noticed, oh no, it's there. It's done now. Boom. Minus my, sometimes 1Password is annoying. So there we go. Actually, I really like that. Now we can go ahead and tweak. This is the help text. Okay. If you wanted, it's not the best here. I think that is, yeah, help text. Let's go ahead and tweak, and we're going to add in a font color. And let's go, and we're going to do, let me see if it's in here, form help text. Yep, form help text. Okay. And then we're going to do dark mode, and let's just do a lighter color on that. Voila. Completely redone site for dark mode. Pretty slick, right? Yeah, I really like that actually. I think that looks fantastic. Okay, a couple things I want to note. Let's say I don't think this image looks horrible, but let's say I wanted to let's pretend this image looks horrible in dark mode, and we want to tweak that. Okay, so because there will be times where an image looks really great on a white background. Maybe it has actually, the image itself has a white background, right? And it kind of blends into the background of the site. It's great, but then in dark mode, the obviously the background color is different. That image now looks horrible. Okay, so what can we do? So the Foundation Picture Stack has support for dark mode. Now in this particular example, we just have one image that's served across all devices. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in a drag and drop source. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the media query to be dark mode. So in dark mode, this is going to be the media query that is going to be used. So let's just go ahead and let's pick an image here. I don't think I have any astronaut images. There we got. Oh, here we got Foundation 6. Boom. That's kind of fitting. Okay, so in dark mode, this astronaut picture should change to be the Foundation 6 banner. Okay, let's have a look. Voila. And let's test that actually is true. We go to System Settings, toggle to light mode. The image changes. So again, I think this astronaut image looked okay, right? But there are times that you're going to want to modify the image. And there you go. It's really simple to do with the Foundation 6 picture stack. So you can change out all of these. All right. Any questions? I think we did a pretty bang up job of redoing this site for dark mode. And as you see, it wasn't, maybe I was a little melodramatic at the beginning saying it was, 50% now, but this is a very simple page, right? And there's a lot of little intricacies, it depends on how much time you spent styling. This is a very simple page. So if you've styled a ton of stuff, trying to get double that work for dark mode, it's possible, right? So there we go. Not too many. Yeah, I did it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swatches. 7 swatches. Not too bad. Oh, wait, this one, 8. Here, I forgot. I got the menu swatch. So I had 8 swatches to redo everything. And that's because a lot of my swatches here are like height and this particular background, this one here, this background image, I was fine with this background image being for light mode and dark mode. I was okay with that, right? So I didn't need to redo this one, right? This padding swatch for menus, I don't need to redo the padding. I just want to tweak the colors, right? So I don't need to redo every swatch. And maybe like here, there's a shadow on those cards. I was okay with the same shadow on dark mode. I didn't need to redo it, right? So, you're going to have to pick and choose what styles you want to override for dark mode. And as you see here for this particular page, again, it is a simple page. It only took 8 swatches. Not too shabby. Actually, I admit, I thought this form was going to be a lot more difficult. Just changing the background color to match the background of the container, huge difference. And I'm actually fine with the background, the white border. I think it looks kind of cool, right? So there we go. Okay, next up, I should have duplicated this. So the next bit here, I have to admit, I haven't done this. Okay. I think there might be a small amount of development that needs to be done. For like, let's say you want a toggle. Okay, and you want the user to be able to say, hey, I want dark mode now, and just click a little toggle up at the corner and have that change out light mode and dark mode. Okay. There is a stack out there. I don't even remember who makes it. It is not me. Go to made for stacks and I don't know, let's search for dark. Oh, look at that. There's a stack called dark mode. Okay. Who makes this? RW ProDev. Carl. Carl, are you here? I don't know. Carl joins sometimes. So this stack, I don't even know. Here, let's just go look at the demo. Let's see how we can use this. I know some users use this. Okay. Enable. Okay. Hey, just to let you know, yeah, it looks like he fixed his privacy center to work with OneBlocker because I'm using OneBlocker and his privacy center showed up. So there we go. Where is the demo for this? Oh, here. Light, dark. Very cool. So there's a switch stack. I wonder, I'm not 100% sure how he does it. Like, how can you customize? Like, how do you know? It does it for everything. So I don't know. You can try this stack out. I wish I'd done some research beforehand so I knew exactly what we were doing here. I'm curious. Sorry, I'm poking around your business, Carl. My bad. It adds prefers dark to the HTML, but does it add? I'm curious, can we just use the swatches as is, like, for media query dark mode? I don't think you can. Um, hmm. Let's do some Googling here. All right, because I'm going to need to Google anyway to be able to see if I can do this natively with just Foundation. But if you want a solution today, as of right now, go check out this stack. Now, I believe what this stack does, right? Because this is how I would do it. If we go and oh, maybe that's interesting. So if you notice here, there is on the HTML, there's a class on the whole web page called prefers dark. Okay. And then here, let's go ahead and if we turn that on to light. Oh, prefers dark is still there. Oh. Interesting. That's because I'm preferring my system setting is set to prefers dark, but his toggle. Oh, here he has dark mode set on this particular div. Okay, never mind. I'm not sure how you would set this. Let me do a quick Google search. JS how to detect color mode. I know how to do it with CSS. How to do it with JS. Window match media isn't. Oh, really? You have to do it that way? That is crap. Can't do that with JavaScript? What? Kind of burst my bubble, actually. That sucks. Does anybody know? Does anyone own this stack that's in the chat? Just curious. And have you used it with swatches? Right? As he says it supports with Foundation 6, and I'm sure it does work, but I don't know if it just goes ahead and what exactly it does. Like can you control the level that we did today? I don't know. Okay. Something that I've thought about doing is, and I thought we are kind of running low on time today, but a cool update that I could ship is, just using a Foundation 6 toggle. Where am I looking at here? Forms. So I want to toggle a switch. All right. So I'm just going to chuck this right here for right now. Okay. So we have a switch. Okay. And so we have a switch here, like just giving you the ability to set that to be your light or dark mode switch. I'm not going to take the time to go ahead and try to code this. But let me tell you how I would potentially do this. Okay. And how we would leverage this. And there's a couple different solutions. I was hoping that I could have this toggle go so that whenever you use dark mode, if you have this enabled, like I can force that somehow. Okay. But another way, okay, is and let's say there is a swatch. I don't think there are swatches that don't support media queries, but it's possible there could be. Okay. And if there is, if you'll notice inside Foundation, I do add this prefers dark class to the web page. Okay. So there's prefers dark. And if I go ahead and let's go ahead and change my system settings. I'm going to light. Okay. And if we inspect this now. Okay. If we, and I refreshed, you'll notice that it no longer says prefer dark on the HTML. Okay. So that's a parent class. So what you do is instead of using this, let's pretend media query didn't exist. You can actually target via a parent class, and you can target prefers dash dark. Okay. And so this one is the SVG. So if we look at this now, we'll notice that it still works, even though that I'm not using the media query, I'm using the parent class instead. And that's because that's a feature of Foundation, and I was just going to leverage that that feature to basically allow you to toggle a prefers dark on or off of the entire web page. If anyone is curious, you might be able to do it with the toggler swatch. I'm guessing not, though. I'll be honest. I think it needs to be something that I add. I thought we'd have a little bit more time today, and I can maybe attempt to develop that live while we're going. But yeah, we kind of ran out of time today, so we won't have time. I'm going to play around with this. Maybe we'll see something like that in a future update to Foundation, so we can actually have a toggle. And when I do that, maybe I could do another live stream or a video on that, so that you can learn how to use that, because I'm not 100% sure if you need to use the parent class or if I can allow it so these media query dark mode things actually work. That would be my preferable method. But anyway, let's go ahead and field some questions. Let me go ahead and look at chat, see if there's any questions about dark mode stuff. And also check out, again, that RW Pro. So Carl, check out his dark mode stack. And that works today. So you can get that now. Not exactly sure how it works with swatches. But if you would like to, post some comments on this live stream's post on the community, let people know, we can talk about it. Okay. And maybe that's a perfect solution. Okay. Oh, so Irwin says that a few are set site wide, others are blends of RGB. So maybe I'm assuming that stack like lets you to set colors, but you can't get like granular like we did. Like you can like have a swatch specific in dark mode for a particular thing. I would suspect that his wouldn't have that level of detail. And he couldn't. Because obviously Foundation is huge. Okay, so yeah, I think it's something that I'll investigate further to see if it's something that we can add directly. Just add a switch to the. Not exactly sure on the implementation. It'll probably be tied to a switch, though. I think that makes most sense. A little switch. So using a form switch, maybe by having either adding a special class to it, or I'll probably have a checkbox on there. It kind of turns it into a magical switch or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, cool. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think it's pretty simple. How to do this using the media query dark mode, but I know a lot of people had questions about that, and maybe you've never done that before. So yeah, hope you learned something a little bit today. And sweet, take care. Go out and check out Bento, and check out Bill Burden's did a cool stamp layout. You probably saw I sent it out in the Weaver Space or Weaver Bytes email yesterday. So check that out. And cool. So hope you guys will see you on Friday at the Hangout. It's at 1:30 p.m., 1 hour from right now, but on Friday. So check us out there. And yeah. Also, hey, subscribe to YouTube. I've been watching our subscriber count. It's not really going up. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. That'd be great. Not really sure why, but I don't know. Make me feel better that I have more subscribers. Cool, everyone. Oh, shoot. Trivia. We got to do the trivia. Oh, man. You guys. Okay. Man, another day. Dang it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and, I need to come up with like trivia ahead of time so that I have like a bank of trivia questions. Okay. I'm using ChatGPT to generate my trivia question here. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. It's probably really simple. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. The answer actually isn't a number this time. Okay. So what does CSS stand for? First person. Let's go. In the chat, first person, $10. Boom, Erwin, cascading style sheets. Okay, good job, Erwin. So Erwin wins. Sweet. That was something like Stacks related. I thought, hey, let's go like just general web development, kind of something that maybe some beginners and whatnot would know. ChatGPT's got some good ones. I'm going to bank some trivia questions in the future using ChatGPT. That was a typing speed test. Sorry, Danny. Fastest fingers in the West is Erwin, I guess, huh? Nice. Okay, Erwin, I'll shoot your $10 gift certificate or store credit later today. And sweet. Thanks everybody. Hope you had a fun time and you learned a little bit, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.